Gang, it is March the 18th. It's Monday. And probably more importantly, it is the week between weeks, the week between cycles, the world between worlds. But maybe even more important than that, it's a time to decompress after the Open. Even if you weren't signed up for the Open, you get caught up in the frenzy, do you not? You have to deal with the programming that changes as a result of the Open. You do the Open workouts some of the time on Fridays, and it's just an appropriate time to take a little bit of our foot off the gas, call it a reload week or a deload week, whichever you prefer, and get ready for next cycle, which will happen next week. And you know by now that means Olympic weightlifting movements. So what do we got this week? We're going to do what we normally do Monday, Wednesday, Friday on the week between cycles, and that's a little bit of like a gym or a CrossFit gym specific hypertrophy track. Creative use of the equipment that we have around us to build some strength and maybe encourage you to, do the same. Maybe you find some movements, particularly like today we got our foam roller hack squats that like you might really like and feel the burn, right? And feel like I'm getting stronger when I do this stuff. And decide you want to do more of that and ask questions about how to do more of stuff like that. Or you already know how to do stuff like that, but this encourages you to do more of it. So all kinds of reasons why we want to do that kind of thing between cycles, but mostly because it's kind of a pressure off situation, right? Anytime we do hypertrophy between cycles, we always make sure that we say a little goes a long way, right? This isn't like max out week for us at all. It's kind of the opposite of that. Low loads, higher reps, feel the burn, different kind of stimulus than what we ever normally do in CrossFit. And I will reiterate that if you are someone who didn't get a chance to max out back squat or deadlift, or had been, basically taking the self-preservation route and not trying to lift heavy at all because of the Open, then make sure this week you find time, let your coach know, but find time to get that done. We think you kind of owe it to yourself. If you had been around long enough during the cycle, like if you participated in all 5 or 6 weeks of back squat or deadlift cycle, then you might want to know where you're at singles wise right now. All right, what else do we have? Just 3 rounds today. It's a 3-rounder, but 2 weightlifting movements, one of which we thought we might see during the Open on Friday, but we didn't, and that is wall balls. And then the other, which is, technically no Olympic weightlifting movements came up during the Open. So this is our clean and jerk we're going to do today. I know there was a dumbbell snatch, but we know that's not the same thing. So today we're gonna do a couplet of wall balls, 20 of them, and clean and jerks, 10 of them. So 20-10, 3 rounds, get in, get out. We're not looking for this to be like a super sprint. Like this isn't a 6-minute workout, right? I don't think, for most people. But we want you to take heed, take warning, and, embrace the fact that this is a deload week. So we're saying no heavier than 115 for the men, 75 for the ladies. And that really is, those are loadings where that's kind of like me and Laura saying, for us, that would feel light. But for you, we want you to choose a loading where you're like, yeah, I could move that in no more than 2 sets for the 10 clean and jerks. But really, it should be a weight that you're not intimidated by. You probably could do 10 touch and go if you had to. And of course, singles are always welcome. If you think, and there are plenty of people like this, I'm one of them, that you can move faster doing singles rather than touch and go, the eccentric part of the movement and all that stuff. So we want them to be pretty quick, these 10. But let's try that. We're not going to set a cap today. No more than 12 to 15 minutes is where we would be ideally, but we think we'll have the time to accommodate people who end up basically modifying but being wrong about the loading. That'd be the only reason that you should go over 12 to 15 minutes for this one. The wall balls, here's the thing. We've done enough of them over the years. By now, we hope that you know what your sort of max set of wall balls is. And if you know what your max set of wall balls is, then you probably also know how to push yourself on wall balls. Not a bad day to do that. This is deload week. A wall ball is, as far as weightlifting is concerned, it is weightlifting, but it's not super heavy, right? The heaviest ball we have is 30, and we don't want anybody to use that today. So you're either using the heaviest weight would be 20 for the men or 14 for the ladies, and we don't think that's super heavy, so that fits the mold of deload, and so too should the barbell. So you can see how this could be pretty intense. Now, I'm saying all of these things very broadly because neither Laura or I did this one yet, and man, 24.3 crushed me. I spent the entire weekend saying everything hurts and I'm dying. Rough weekend, just super sore. I don't even know how recovered I'm going to be in time to do this one, but I will. All right, guys, enjoy.